Hold up.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So to anyone that is new here, my name is Kinza and I make makeup videos and skincare videos, and I will eventually try and do vlogs and things like that, but right now I'm still new to YouTube and I struggle to kind of put myself and my kind of life out there. Hopefully we'll see that will be in the future, but right now I'm really new to YouTube, so putting my life out there in a vlog it's a big thing, and there's a lot of people in my life that don't want to be advertised all over social media, but eventually I will do vlogs. Hopefully as time goes on, I will be more comfortable obviously showing you my life and what I do on a daily, etc. And yeah, you just have to wait for it because it will hopefully happen, but just not right now. So today's video is a makeup challenge, and the challenge is to use only one brush. Now I have picked up this BH Cosmetics brush because it was quite dense and quite fluffy and I thought it would do the job. So if you want to see how I do my makeup using only one brush, then stay tuned and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, share this video with your friends and family. Hopefully I will catch you in my next tutorial. Take care everyone, bye. So I just want to wish everyone and my followers a very Eid Mubarak. I actually celebrated Eid on Tuesday and it was so nice just to actually get all the family together and go out for a nice meal and just, yeah, give presents to one another and just spend some quality time. It was just really nice. So I hope all of you guys enjoyed your Eid. So in today's video I will be doing a makeup challenge, and this makeup challenge consists of just using one brush to do all of my makeup. Now I have done my brows off camera. As you all know, my brows take forever to do and I just don't see the point in doing them on camera because it would just take a huge chunk of the video. But if you want to see a tutorial on how I do my brows, because a lot of people do ask me like, how do you do your brows, what products do you use and how do they look so good, because my eyebrows are really sparse, so I like to spend some time just making them neat and perfect. So I might do like a YouTube tutorial on how I do them, but if you are not following me on Instagram, I don't know what the hell you're doing. So make sure you go to Kinza_Rahman and follow me there, and make sure you subscribe to this channel as well, and like this video if you like these type of tutorials, and comment down below and let me know how you found my previous videos. So not the one that I uploaded that consisted of me doing like a quick lip tutorial, the other one which was me doing my makeup in Urdu. My Urdu is unbelievably horrific. Like, my family actually phoned me up and they were dying laughing because there was so many things that I got wrong, and I guess it was just to entertain you guys. But anyways, let's just get started. So I'm going to be using one brush, and I think I'm going to use like a medium sized brush so that I could obviously do my foundation and my eyeshadow and obviously the rest of my face. The brush that I will be using is this BH Cosmetics brush in the number 4. It's got like some makeup on it which I'm just trying to like rub off, but it is a clean brush. So it's this brush here. The good thing about this brush is it's really soft, and it is like, no, I wouldn't say it's like a huge brush, but it's good for blending and it definitely blends out my eyeshadow really well. So I'm hoping when I apply foundation it does the job because it is like a decent size. So I guess the real test is when I use it to start applying my makeup. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is obviously prep my skin, and today I'm going to be using the Versali Skin Tone Blur Primer, and this primer is my absolutely favourite primer out there at the moment. If you know any other good primers that you would recommend, then please don't hesitate to comment down below because I love trying out new products. And right now Versali are killing it. Like, That is my favourite brand in terms of skincare right now. So what I'm going to do is obviously just apply it with the little dropper thing and then use the brush to blend it in. So I'm going to use no hands, no other brushes, just the one brush. The problem that I think I'll have is obviously because I'm using like wet products and then dry products and then obviously powders, it is going to be a bit of a struggle using just one brush because this brush is obviously going to be wet. I'm hoping we could try and make it work. Another thing is I'll probably be sitting here for like an hour, half an hour maybe, trying to blend out my foundation. That's probably the only thing I'm kind of scared of. I'm just going to apply a little bit more. The next thing I am going to do is correct my under eyes, and I'm just going to use the matte corrector in the shade Orange. Pick some of that up on the same brush and just apply that just under my eyes because I have really dark circles. Now moving on to foundation, I am going in with the Fenty Beauty foundation. So it's the Pro Filter foundation in the shade 290. And I'm just going to put about 2 pumps on the back of my hand and let's just start blending. I hope this blends it out nice because the problem with a lot of brushes that I use is that they leave streaks on my face, so I always have to go in with a beauty blender. I've just blended out the foundation. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. There are like some streaks on my face, but I thought it was going to be so much worse. Now looking at my mirror, if I look up close, it's actually not too bad and it has blended out quite well. There might be some areas that I feel there's not enough foundation or it just looks slightly streaky. I actually don't mind the way the foundation is looking. So for concealer, I'm going to go in with this NARS concealer. This is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Custard. I usually use the shade Ginger because that matches my skin tone perfectly, but this time round I picked up the shade Custard because I wanted my under eyes to have that kind of highlighted look, so I thought I would try this one out. If you haven't tried this concealer, then trust me, you guys are missing out. It is probably one of the best concealers I have ever used. It is the only concealer that actually covers up my dark circles really, really well. It gives your skin like this flawless look, and not only that, your skin doesn't look dry under your eyes. So I'm just going to pop some on with the same brush and obviously use the same brush to blend it out as well. So I've applied concealer under my eyes, on the top lids, my chin and my forehead, and it is looking really patchy and I am noticing obviously like little streaks everywhere. The best way to actually blend out your foundation and obviously concealer is to actually just feather it kind of in. I've noticed if you kind of go round and round in circles, you're just going to get loads of streaks. So I've just been slowly kind of feathering the sides just to make sure everything's blended. And don't worry, I've not cheated. If you come up close, you will see I have loads of streaks on my face. Okay, so next step is to set my face and under eyes. I normally bake under my eyes, so I don't know how the hell this is going to work. Like, I don't think it is going to work. But I'm just going to take the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder, and this is in the shade Banana. And I'm just going to open it up, and I think I'm just going to apply it all over my face, under my eyes. I probably won't be able to bake today, but I'll start with my under eyes because I just don't want them to crease. So as I'm going along, I might just say what I'm using rather than show you the products, because a lot of these products I have used in my previous videos, so you probably already know what I'm talking about. I don't think I could do this like every day and do my foundation, etc., and whatever it is with just one brush, because I feel like I would honestly go mad. But if I went on holiday or something and I was stuck with just like one brush, I think I could potentially kind of make it work. I know I look really ghostly, but when I bronze up, it'll all get sorted itself. So I'm just going to take the Beauty Bay Identity palette, and this palette is amazing because it has every single colour you could think of. Well, more on the warmer kind of side, but they do have other palettes with other colours in it that are a lot more cool toned. But this palette in particular has like the more pinks, the purples, and the warmer kind of brown tones. So to warm up my crease, I am going to go in with this orange shade here, and I'm going to place that, again like I said, in my crease. I'm just going to pick that up on the same brush. Crap. I think this brush is too like dense, if you get me. Like, it's good for kind of blending out like the edges and stuff, but I think like if you need to get into certain like areas and kind of really build on the product, it's a little bit harder. The product's kind of going too high up, and I don't really want it to go too high up. I just kind of want it to stay in the crease. Guys, with this Beauty Bay palette, I've noticed it is very, very pigmented, and it's so affordable. You've got so many colours to choose from, and it's so affordable, like I said. So it's good for girls that are on a budget, or even guys that are on a budget, and I would highly recommend it. It's probably one of my kind of go-to palettes. Like if I'm going to travel somewhere, like back home to Scotland, I usually would take this palette with me, only because it's got like I said, a lot of the warmer kind of toned colours in it, and it's also got a large mirror, so it's easy to kind of do your makeup. So now I'm going to go in with this dark kind of chocolate brown colour, and I'm just going to place that in the crease as well, but I'm going to try going kind of lower down and kind of create like a outer kind of V. Guys, this isn't going too bad, so I've just done my other eye off camera. As I'm blending though, the colour is kind of transferring too high up, so I can't obviously just go in with a clean brush and kind of lighten it up and obviously blend out the edges, but it's not going too bad. I actually don't mind how it's looking so far. So I'm just going to go back in with that first shade just to kind of help blend out that brown, just so that it doesn't look too mucky in the actual crease. So I'm, nearly dropped the palette. So I might just go in with this shade here, and I'm going to place that all over the kind of lid area. So guys, I've just applied the Wet n Wild Graphic Marker eyeliner. This is in, well, I can't remember the shade. I know it's obviously a blue, but I think there's like a name for it. Oh, Airliner Blue. So I applied that as an eyeliner because I obviously couldn't use a brush to apply it. And then I also put black gel liner in my waterline because I couldn't do that either. And I applied lashes off camera. This eyelash is failing to cooperate with me. It just wants to come off. But yeah, so if you see like one eyelash hanging, just ignore that. For bronzer, I am going in with the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Instant Warmth bronzer in the shade, it's in the shade Island Ting. I think this is one of her new bronzers that are out, but it's actually really nice. I tried it the other day in one of my Instagram tutorials and I actually really like it. So guys, keep in mind I have not dusted off any eyeshadow from this brush, I'm just going straight in with bronzer because obviously that's what the challenge consists of. And I'm just going to start to like do a nose contour, but I'm not putting any pressure on the brush whatsoever, otherwise I will have a struggle blending this out. Luckily the brush had like brown tones on it, so it won't hopefully look too bad. I don't know how the hell I'm going to blend that out. Right, maybe if I use the edge of the brush, because that's got no product on it. That's actually kind of working. Just do the same thing. This side, turn the brush around. So I've been blending this out for a while with obviously like the side. It has worked, but my nose isn't looking too great. A lot of the foundation is kind of like rubbing off like around the sides of my nose. I don't know why that is. It's never really happened before. A lot of the foundation sitting like in the contours of my nose as well. And I think that is because of the brush. I feel like everything's looking really dry like around the centre of my face. I feel like it is definitely because of the brush. But I'm just going to start to contour my cheekbones. And I'm not putting any pressure on my brush whatsoever. And I'm just lightly feathering the edges so that the kind of edges blend out, and it doesn't just look like some, you know, like a sharp line on my face. I like to take my contour like higher up and then bring it down. So if you do like a diagonal kind of shape, so you put like a brush next to the edge of your eyes and the tip of your brow, and just kind of go downwards towards the corner of your lips. That's where you want to kind of place the contour, because I feel like if you place it too low down, it gives your face like this droopy effect, whereas if you kind of place the contour higher up, it really lifts your face, and when in pictures especially, it looks like you actually have cheekbones. I'm just going to place some just tiny bit on my forehead area, not too much, because I have noticed with this bronzer, I think the lady in the shop gave me the wrong one, because I did say to her I want the medium one, and I feel like this one's for more tan to deep skin tone, so if I use way too much it starts to look really mucky on my skin. So I don't want to go too heavy handed with this, because as the day goes on it gets slightly darker for some reason, because I had it on the other day and I was like, this bronzer was not as dark as it was when I initially applied it, and now it's just completely changed to a different colour. So the next step is to highlight, and I'm just taking this Living My Best Life Smolder palette. It is actually a highlighting palette by Beauty Bay, and I'm going to take the top left shade here. It's like a champagne-y colour, and I'm going to really kind of dig my brush into that, because obviously it's got quite a lot of bronzer on it, so I really want to pack the highlighter on and just start to highlight my cheekbones and blend it into the bronzer. I'm also going to highlight my inner corner if I can get in. Okay, I can't really, I have to really open my eyes. And I'm just going to highlight like the top of my brow bone. This isn't the best look I've ever created, but it's certainly not the worst. I guess using one brush wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I'm just going to take some of that on the tip of my nose, and also down the bridge of my nose, and some on the cupid's bow. So for lipstick, I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution lip liner in the shade Prime. I love this lip liner. You need to get your hands on it. It's so affordable and the colour is insanely stunning. It's so nice. So I'm just going to outline my lips. And I am going to take this Ofra Cosmetics lipstick, and this is in the shade... Ugh. Why am I always dropping things? But yeah, this is in the shade Bel Air. I actually did a lip tutorial on this on my Instagram, and the colours are so nice. They're perfect for anyone that likes like nude lipsticks. So I'm just putting some on that same brush, and I'm just gonna place that on my lips. Guys, I might just dust some of that same highlighter just in the middle of my lips. And a little bit here as well, the top, just to kind of give my lips that kind of extra kind of shine. Now to finish off everything, I am just going in with the Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face Setting Spray. Now this setting spray, I'm like two-minded about it. When I first tried it out, I loved it. Like, I do still love it, don't get me wrong. The only thing is that the smell is so strong that it gives me a bit of a headache, and it does, like, your makeup does last throughout the day, but it's the scent that really gets to me, I think. It's too strong and it just goes down my throat, and I just feel really unwell sometimes after using it, so I try and spray it really far away from me. But it is a nice setting spray. It's so confusing and I have like mixed feelings about it, but I still love it. So I'm just going to use this, but I'm going to do it from like a distance and spray my face and close my nose at the same time. Wow. Wow. Like, it is really strong. Like, really strong, the smell. Every time I do my makeup, my leg like falls asleep because I'm like sitting down in one position for like a good 2 hours. My left leg always falls asleep, and it's so hard to actually get up and just like walk around because I just get horrible pins and needles and it's horrific. But yeah, I thought I would just let you know that I do sit here, and it does take me a long time to create these videos, so I do appreciate like all the support that I get from all the people that have subscribed and all my followers on Instagram, so thank you. But yeah guys, this is the completed look. Overall, the brush wasn't too bad. I feel like it could have been worse. I promise you I did not cheat whatsoever, apart from obviously my brows, which I did off camera. Everything else was done with just the one brush, and I actually enjoyed using just one brush. I thought the eyeshadow would have went like completely the opposite way, but I guess it's not looking too bad. Like, obviously I have taken it quite high up. That's only because the brush is so dense and like it is quite fluffy and quite big that it was hard to reach like the smaller contours of your eyes. Apart from everything else, like obviously with my bronzer I had to go really light-handed, because if I went too dark with the bronzer you would just see like one line on my face, so that is why my bronzer is so light. Around like my nose area it does look slightly patchy, so I wouldn't recommend using like a small brush like this to do like to blend out foundation around like your nose area, but everywhere else looks really nice. It doesn't look as flawless as obviously like a normal brush or a beauty blender, but it has done the job and it can be done. For example, I went back home to Glasgow and I forgot all my makeup brushes and I only had one brush. I think I could potentially pull it off because I have done eyeshadow with my fingers before and it actually wasn't too bad, and I think that might be my next challenge. If you want to see me doing my makeup with just my fingers, then please comment down below. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. You should know the drill by now. Also, please follow me on my Instagram, which is Kinza_Rahman, and I will catch you in my next tutorial. Thank you so much to everyone that has already subscribed, and I will see you soon. Bye.